Need MT? If you do, make sure you go to safenbamt.com and make sure you use code BLAZE for 5% off any of your orders.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is Blaze, and today, I'm basically just gonna be going over just some TTO tips that I could have for you, or that I do have for you. Make sure you guys do channel like, subscribe down below if you are new. In case you guys don't know, I've played TTO a lot. I had about 1,500 games last season, along the top of the leaderboards for wins. So I thought I'd go ahead, I'll go in TTO, and I'll show you guys some tips that I do to get consistent wins in TTO. And these are things that you could adapt to your game as well. It's my TTO online lineup. I run Dale Ellis, Brad Daugherty, Larry Keenan. Typically with TTO lineups, you're either going to want to go very heavy in defense or have like your two guard, right? Your secondary in your TTO lineup always has to be a lockdown, rebound, corner sitter type of dude. That's why Larry Keenan works out, because he can green in the corner. He's fast, he's got great defense, he's got great rebounding, and he's got a little bit of length to him too. He can guard the 1 through 5, okay? Brad at the 3, you need someone who's got a bullet passer. Because if you get doubled and someone's just wide open, or you want to do a quick little pass back at the open man before the switch happens, you need bullet passer on that to get the pass through, right? And Dale Ellis, like, he just like mellow. He just like, you know, any other 3 and D guy. Like, he's not necessarily 3 and D, but he's got length on him. He's got, you know, he has a high 3 ball. He's got decent defense, decent all-around defense. He's got the speed. Now, of course, he can't guard and hold guys like Kyrie or like speedy point guards, but I'll take that over, you know, I'll take that over height. I like having a height. I like having the interior presence. If they beam on a perimeter, they beam on a perimeter, right? So as far as like the lineups are concerned, like, you typically want to go all defense, or at least have like a very good defensive 3. So I mean, I'm just doing this live to kind of walk you guys through like what I look for. This guy is definitely a tryhard. But typically, I want to always do, I call it a quick screen to force that switch. You want to hit that pass back as soon as you get it, and then just do it like that. You don't want to do long screens. You always want to do short range screens. You always want to do long range screens. Now, anytime you hit that slip and it's going to be open, that AI, unless he uses it, is always going to drop down for most part. So if you see that AI drop down, just make sure you hit it. Now, like here on a fast break, you always want to prioritize 3s. If you can't get a 3 and just take the 2, we are going to back up a little bit, hit a quick slip right here to force that switch. We're going to pass it back down to the mismatch. If it's not there, he's going to want to hit that inside. Now, he will pluck you sometimes, but I mean, that's just part of the game and how bad it is. So you can't really do much about that inside stuff. I mean, if you want to be special, you can do a post stick or something like that, or a post fade. But those things really don't work. Now, with TTO being the way it is, all you have to really go for is to win. You don't have to worry about giving up points too much. But just out of habit, that's kind of like what I look for mainly. Again, AI is going to drop off that corner off the slip, and then he's dot that corner if he does not use it. If he uses it, then don't get, you know, don't get bait onto it, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, we got Dale Ellis down there, so he can't abuse that mismatch. If he hits a screen, he gets a mismatch, then that's Dale Ellis. And Dale Ellis, he won't get a stop a lot of time, but he'll get the stop sometimes, and that's all that matters. Now, like I said, you see him reaching down there. All these guys are going to do on mismatches in the paint if they have a PG. They're just going to run. They're just going to, like, just basically spam the hell out of square. Like I said, Dale Ellis, you know, his height ain't really like that. That's a too deep of a look. And that's Larry Keenan with the board. So I tell you guys, having somebody who is like Larry Keenan, that is like a 3 and D type guy that can get boards for you and has got some length, is always very important to have. So I'm just playing this game. I'm kind of just talking you through like what I'm doing And basically it's like what works for you to get consistent wins in TCO. So that way you can adapt it to your own game. Obviously, having on and off AI defense is gonna be nice. As you can see, I didn't on ball the corner, so the corner dropped. So that's another example there. If you hit a slip and the slip's open just a little bit, the AI will drop off, and it will be a pain in the ass, you know, to guard. As you can see right there, if a guy is guarding me on ball, I will, like 90% of the time, I will fake to go into the screen for a bucket, because if they're using the on ball, then you will be able to get there and kind of bait that. So where they'll overcommit to the other side of the screen, and then you can just go from there. Where you can on a dunk. But yeah, I mean, if they're going to on ball the defense, like mainly, then all you're going to have to do is just, all you're going to have to do is just kind of fake him into the screen. Nothing too difficult. Like, he's on ball on me here, I'm just going to fake it again. And he will fall for it every time. He runs to the screen. Since I'm a post guy, I'm just going to mash here. He will end up jumping. Or just overcommitting with very keen on. And unfortunately, I got a bad animation, but that's just how a cookie crumbles sometimes. You just get bad animations in 2K. Ain't much you can do about it. So as of now, since we have the lead, as long as we just get consistent twos, then obviously it won't be a problem. And I did call a switch right there. Yeah, this guy is sweating very hard. This is actually a good example for this guy, because this guy is obviously a huge sweat, so it's a good example to deal with for y'all. Another tip too is always make sure that you are using your rebounders in this. Always make sure you're using your rebound. So if you put up a shot, make sure you drag someone down and control the rebounder. For example, if I put up a 3 of Dale Ellis, I'm crashing to the paint with Brad Daugherty. I'm boxing out, and I'm just going to get that board. That's unfortunate. No, I actually didn't use her Brad Daugherty there. I just want to let that be known. We will take that to right there. Like I said, obviously, I'm just going to be using the corner right here to make sure he does not get any threes with Serge Ibaka. Make sure my corner does not drop off, because that's the only look that he's going to have. When you're in a situation and someone needs a 3, like I say, it doesn't count if they win. So if you win, the points don't count. So all you want to do here, just use their corner. Make sure your corner doesn't drop off, and you throw the pick right there. And always remember, control the tempo. If you have lead, you're in no rush. Don't get baited into bad passes. That's not the wave. And that's game. So that's a GG right there. So I say, like, always make sure you slow the pace down. Like, fast breaks on TTO are not that good, if I'm being completely honest, unless you obviously have a huge lead, like we did very keen on earlier in the game. The best advice I can give you for that is just, like, slow the pace down, get the board, and hold. Because as soon as you get a board, someone will just be spamming square at you, trying to get a quick steal, or bait lanes, like Ty Debo to be doing sometimes. Or does a lot. That's like what he's known for, so. But yeah, I hope this video does help you out to get more wins in TTO. Just kind of walk you through my mindset and kind of this little tips I can give you where can help you get more wins, basically. That was a good example. That guy is obviously a huge sweat when it comes to TTO, and we were able to take care of him pretty easily. Like I said, the game looked close, but like it honestly was. It's all about just like IQ type stuff. But I mean, like those tips I gave you will help you out tremendously, getting a lot of wins. Remember, don't set long screens. Always do quick slips. Coming up court, make sure you do a quick slip off the inbounds. Just no long screen, is constant quick slips. So that's going to conclude the video. I hope this video is helpful for you guys. If you guys appreciate the video, make sure to drop a like down below if it did help you out. And comment down below what other tip videos you would like to see. And yeah, man, I basically conclude as always. Good day. Adios. Good night. Peace. I'll pause today. Great day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.